So say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution, another opportunity for us to consider how there are curves and there are straight lines, and how there are values in both of them. At least that's the thing I want to talk about today, right? Like today's stream topic came as a meditation to me of seeing a bunch of straight lines and seeing a bunch of curved lines. And I definitely am one of those people that like to follow the path of least resistance when I'm walking places, which means there are some diagonals that gets taken, right? Not exactly a curved line. But we rarely walk in curved lines. We like walking in straight lines as people, right? And I don't know if it's necessarily fun to walk in a curved line. However, we do create things called slides that are comprised of a bunch of curved lines, right? A slide that only goes straight wouldn't exactly be that great. We like the curves, and we also like the straight, right? Human beings, we really do like straight things. If I just look around myself, I see so many human-made straight things, which is technically not the way nature does it, at all times at least. But we're here. Thank you, friends, for joining me on the straight and narrow, on the wavy and curvy. It's nice having you here. Bless you, Zano. Bless you, Joviv. Such a pleasure having you, friends, here with me. It always is. Thank you. Thank you for finding the time. Yeah. We talked a little bit about it during yoga, but I didn't really want to talk about it more in stream as to not bother you friends with my state of being, but maybe it'll be apt to just let you know that I feel kind of strange. I feel kind of strange. Not bad, not unhappy, not upset, as in angry, not discontented, unsatisfied. I said, even though I don't necessarily like saying it, I kind of feel like nothing. I kind of feel like lukewarm water right now. Not as an insult, but just as a state of being, you know? That's kind of where I am. 7 watchers and 3 talkers in stream. Who are you, lurkers? They're probably the friends that we've had along us this whole time. Friends that we know by name that just have taken a little bit more of a reserved approach. Taking their time to be calm. Click. Is nice. What's my intention? To appreciate both the curved and the straight lines. Is that a Joe Schmo we see? Blessings to you, Brother Bear. It's always nice having your name here with us. We have Sam. We have Duck Dad. Bless you too. Darby lurkers here. We always have lurkers. And if you are amongst the lurkers, I will take this moment to let you know that you are loved. You don't have to say anything for that to be true. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for having your ears here lurking. Sending you so much love. Mm, 24 hours until plant sale apocalypse 2024. Time to activate deadline mode. Bless you, Duck. You so got this, bro. I'm on Team Curves. Me too, actually. Hey, Christine. It's nice seeing your name here with us as well. Thank you, Zano, for adding your input. Team Curves. I'm also probably Team Curves. Alright. I feel like now we're going down a path that I didn't necessarily intend to go down, but curvature. Curvature is something pretty neat, right? Maybe what we think of as a straight line is just a big enough curve viewed from a certain perspective, right? 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 Maybe there are no straight lines. No, but Melt, I've seen straight lines my whole life. Yeah. But have you extended that straight line into infinity in both directions? Does it remain straight when you reach the other side of infinity? I can't think that it does. My mind says no. No, there's no such thing as straight lines. My mind says, I don't know why we have teams, but I'm definitely on team curves. I like me some curves. Yeah, yeah. Maybe curves are the way that it is. That's what I'm speculating, Pocho. It's all team curves until you see the houses it makes. Team curves until you see the houses it makes. Oh, what a house look like made of curves? I mean, instantly, this is probably wrong, but instantly my mind goes to like the Shire, right? Like seeing the hobbits in their little, they have like tunnels, and they have round doors, round openings, round little windows. I don't think a house made of curves would be unattractive, and I think with 3D printing it would actually be kind of nice looking. My house got curves, so there ain't no straight lines in my house. I'm seeing what the kitchen looks like, or at least what I want the kitchen to look like in my mind, and having no straight lines definitely is different. I'm seeing like swoopies. So many swoops. You see the swoops as well? Yeah? The swooping. Dude, Melty, my brain went to the exact same place. Right? To the Shire? I'm happy that I'm not the only one. Guess I'm not off base. Curves are cool. No curves, cool too. Equal opportunity line, guys, over here. I mean, it's beautiful that you say it in that exact way as well, Duck Dad, because that was actually the point of today's stream. Is the fact that there are room for both, right? The fact that curves and straight lines exist means that there is a certain fullness, something fullness to this experience. We don't have to give big teams, all right? We don't have to pick teams. I'm trying to think about what I like as straight lines, and I'm having a hard time actually, a little bit. When I'm making art, and there are things that need to be parallel to each other, straight lines are very important to me. If I'm lining things up physically, straight lines are important to me. But straight lines feel very masculine in my mind, right? Like this. It needs to be like this. No, move it. No, move it a little bit more. No, no, like so. No, like this. Sure, maybe it is change as well though. But it is more control, I think, than change. I'm gonna come back to the chat instead of messing with my own mind. Shire houses, good luck. Hanging cabinets on curved kitchen walls. Yeah, I was thinking about that part as well. I was thinking about that part. But since those houses are technically underground, you can just build cabinets into the space, right? They can still be curved visually, but you can just keep putting more cabinet space into the dirt. If there's nothing on the other side, that is. You'll have to design your home with that in mind potentially. I do kind of want a hobbit house. I won't lie. I've had for a long time this idealized idea of, oh, one day be able to afford a piece of property that is like a little piece of mountain, because mountain usually isn't that great for farming on or grazing cattle. So I was like, yeah, I'll be able to afford like a piece of mountain, surely, hopefully. And then into that mountain, I want to like build a house, like literally stone face wall, machined away until there's void enough for me to stay. That's like one of my fantasies, right? And I maybe will have the opportunity of documenting that and showing you friends how I melt my way into a mountain to make a home for myself. That does sound pretty hardcore. Maybe will take us a few years, you know. Will be fun. We can take breaks, go on adventures, come back, make more house. Everything in nature has curved lines. This is true. Minded too. Hobbit holes and round doors. I'm happy that all of our collective minds, you know. Sam goes, have you seen, no, was it Joy Vive? Joy Vive goes, have you seen houses without curves? And all of us are like, yeah, I have seen houses without curves in this fictionary world that we've all participated within. Everything in nature was again curved cabinets, or just dig a hole into the cave wall. Yeah, yeah. Not. I mean, you can still have curved cabinets, but if there's not enough space in the curved cabinet, you make space on the other side of it. Right. I would love some pocket. You know what do they call hammer space? I think that's the Marvel term for it. Just a space where you can just keep putting things. Right. Like another dimension. That is the ideal, you know. Just make a new dimension and then put things in that dimension and then localize that other dimension to a small part in your dimension. Just do that. Why not? Easy peasy. Shirley's going to get got a curved house. Save the straight line architecture for the schools, community centers, and prisons. Curved houses should be the only way. I think it might be the way we are intended to live, at least, right? Like the straightness of our houses definitely creates a certain barrier to our minds. I have even posed that just the fact that we have ceilings is a certain level of like capping our mental capacity or mental vastness, right? Because as soon as I go out into the open, like it's almost like my mind opens up a little bit as well. Right, it's quite surreal. And then the ceiling has a lot of straight lines on it as well. Like the plafond, the ceiling has like panels that they sometimes like put up there. Those panels have like lines that they cover with trim, right? So there's like a bunch of straight lines above you, the straight lines of your home, you know, stuff like this. Straight lines of our tables, straight lines of our tiles. I think it would be cool to have like 3D printed swoopy houses, you know, with like rooms that like really curve into itself and create like these little nooks, you know. No, you don't know? I don't know either. But maybe if I say you know enough, one of us will know and then actually make it happen. One of us, surely one of us will make it happen. So, got to go. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Bless you, Christine. We'll see you again soon, dear friend. Have you seen the warriors from Hammerfell? Curved swords, of course. Kristen, my dad used to fudge his huggies. If we put a single hole in the wall, now Melt wants to dig his cabinets into the walls. I mean, I think when you're underground, the rules change for how you build things, right? When you build from the ground up, like the materials you put down, you kind of want to stay there, right? If you have a wall and you have a cabinet, usually that wall serves as like the mounting place for the cabinet. And on the other side of that wall, there's either outside or more room. Those are the options. I don't think there are any other options, right? Yeah. So, making holes in that, of course, would be met with fudging of huggies. However, when you're building a home by subtraction, now suddenly you actually gain by taking more wall away. Right? Making more holes in walls means now suddenly more rooms in house. Yes. Yes, exactly. Not less room. Does it become one room if there's a hole in the wall? I'm gonna stop going down this line of inquiry. Did I know that feeling? If it isn't perfect, it is just wrong. That I get it. I feel that too sometimes. I'm think I'm really on team curves because my dad tried so desperately to explain to me how linear life is. Finish school, go to college, get the job, get the house, get the kids. Yeah, it was very much explained that way to me as well, Zano. I'm happy that that is coming through as like something we took fault with. Because that was the joke. That is the joke, I think I should say instead. To our parents and to the generations that came before, having something as clear, something as linear, something as pursuable, something as simple, something as cookie cutter, as the American dream, as the what you're supposed to be doing lifestyle, as Anu said, right? Go to school, go from school, go from more school to more school, go from a lot of school to maybe getting a job to pay for all of that school, to then having a wife, to then having a children, to then retiring, and to then die, right? To some people, that was attractive. To be like, wow, life, meaning, and everything, or whatever, right? But as we as a generation grew up and with the access we had to different ways of living, the cookie cutter, this is how you're supposed to live, this is what there is for your life, no longer looked that attractive or like that good of an idea to us anymore. Right? And I wonder if the stability of our environment is what allowed that to arise. Right? The instability of our worlds and of our social structures, of our societies, might have made it a little bit more easy for people to not think about things because they were thinking about so much else. All right, that's the way I see it at least. Not trying to judge them, but trying to understand them instead. Okay, peeps, Dixie had her ride, so now I can confess I was a lurker. Here now, though, love you, Kristen. Melty, you are someone who lives in the sun and has your whole life. You might be able to live under the ground, but as someone who sees what it's like to be dark 6 months out of the year, hard nope. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Duck Dad, but my home is where I sleep, kind of vibes, right? Or where I consume content, or where I cook for myself. And generally speaking, most of the meals I've cooked for myself were inside, indoors. Most of the sleeps I've slept were inside, indoors. And most of the content I've watched were inside. And the content I watch, because they're illuminated by pixels, they perform better when there's darkness. I sleep better in the darkness. and I won't even try and say I cook better in the dark either. That would just be capping. But I can put lights in, right? And then if I want to go outside, there is outside for me to go to. I would One of the big features of my cave house would actually be a massive frontal plane of glass, right? Like enormous that shines directly into the living area, where there will be like a couch facing the massive plane of glass, staring out onto the, but hopefully view, right? So, yeah, light will still be a very big part of that experience, I believe at least. I don't think it would be a one or the other. Nothing truly linear in this world unless we fabricate it as such. Oh yeah. Oh, my life has been so non-linear, and my older brothers were so linear. You think that it was a choice on both of your sides? Which one of you do you think had more fun? Right, since we are talking about that today as a topic. So, when I had a mental breakdown, I was so mad he was wrong. Your dad, in the mania spirit, told me something different. Some of the lyrics of a song I was writing coming down from the science I wrote, from the sickness I wrote. Then I was told that life wasn't linear. It's more like a curve twisting to hold my hand. Wow. So you very much relate to today's stream topic. I'm happy to hear that. Mine wasn't so beautiful, Zano, but I had a similar kind of experience, right? Uh, I was like, I was the lines, and I was fine with being the lines. And then I started curving, and then I was fine with curving as well. All right. That was my experience, but I like yours significantly more. Oh, it's more like a curving twist, a curve twisting to hold my hand. That's super cool. Bless you. Mm-hmm. Doc, thank you for fudge doggies. That is hilarious, and I will be stealing it. See, Lois, I read that, and I think, fuck, Lois traveled with the Doctor, with Doctor Who. Of course. That actually kind of does make sense. What's the inside of the Travis like? Which one did you go with? Are they as insane as the TV show makes them appear? I love that sound. Nice. And we're LARPing, you know. Why not? Why not? In our canon universe, Loazana is a former Doctor Who assistant. Why not? Who says we can't? Who says? Who says I can't believe that? I'm believing it right now. Yeah. Boom. Believed. Because you cannot believe something and know it to be true at the same time. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true if Loazana is an ex or former Doctor Who assistant, but I can believe it. I'm believing it right now. Yeah. What are the dialects like? Those are the ones, weirdly enough, that fascinate me the most. Freaking dialects. So stupid. Right? Like, if I turn myself into a robot and that's the design I end up on, jeez. I failed. I get it's a budget thing. It was very cheap to make robots look like that, at least. When I was told that Love Bless Again, Kristen is a favorite of mine, all of the things described are things that work best when you live alone. I don't even remember what it's like to have 2 days alone, and the business and the family raising is all in the home. I mean, bro, you can buy lights. Oh, you can buy lights. You want the lights on? You switch the lights on. Now suddenly there's light, and a lot of it. If you install enough lights, and I probably will install excessive amounts of lights, right? Like, they should be like 10,000 lumens of brightness concentration in the air. No, I don't know if your friends know how bright that is, but that's too bright. I'm capping right now. Oh, okay. Back to chat. Plus, again, 6 months out of the year, it's too cold to do shit outside. Yeah, South Africa is not like that. It's winter right now, and I'm like chilling in my t-shirt. My knees are exposed. It's kind of nice, actually. It's been very nice. I just wibble and wobble through the zigzag life and pick up shiny rocks along the way. Don't we all, bro? I, for one, can't wait to visit your special cave home, but I'll be damned if I ride an EUC, bro. Joke's on you. My cave home is only accessible by EUC. Alright, so you have to. You have to ride the EUC, Duck Dad. You have to. Get Duck Dad to ride the EUC all the way to my cave home. You know, he's angry about it. I let him know that you could have actually walked. I just pretended that you have to ride the UC, and it is more convenient to do so. But you did it anyway, and now I get to reveal that you could have actually just worked. But now it's too late because now you've already gotten the hang of the UC, and get why I've been going on about it this whole time, and now I love it, and now I want to get yourself one as well as soon as you get home. You know, yeah, manifest, and that's what I believe. That's what I believe is gonna happen. You can't take it from me. Just for one. Love, bless you again. Sam, yes, amazing. Peter Cavalli, 12, and yes, former companion to the doctor explains everything. Joe, that's a good description. Give me that sweet, sweet, just save one doctor. He was a special one. I'm so happy we got that. I don't know the show well enough. I watched, I think, the first 7 seasons. Melt, there aren't even 7 seasons, bro. Don't. I watched a bunch of them. Okay, I watched enough. I think I watched until he had like a big chin. I think my favorite Doctor Who was. Hey Google, the cast of Good Omens. David Tennant. David Tennant was one of the Doctor Who's, right? I'm not Captain. Yeah, he was. I think David Tennant was my favorite Doctor Who. Is that controversial? Let me know. Do you love me more or hate me more for having that as my favorite Doctor Who? Sam is typing up a storm. I can feel Sam typing right now. Being a former companion, bless again. I have done tons of the sunlight alternatives, and the seasonal depression is just so hard for us. I need real sun. It's okay, man. You can live in the cave, and I will visit, but I'm going to live above. I mean, just to be very real with you right now, Doc Dad, even though I'm not living in a cave right now, I literally came out this morning. Well, it was kind of like 12 a.m., but I came out 12 a.m., took my shirt off, and then laid down on the yoga mat I have out there. And I absorbed some sun, you know, felt the warmth thereof, considered the red light penetrating into my being, touching my bones, thought about the vitamin D being produced, thought about the potential genetic damage I'm taking. Alright, so I'm still getting sunlight, and I'm still gonna get sunlight if I live in a cave home as well. That's not gonna change. It's just you're gonna have to be cognizant thereof, make an effort, which is something you're already doing probably. It's an episode about Donna Noble and the 10th, and the doctor is in a state, and she fucking begs him to go back and save somebody from certain death. That person was later cast as the doctor. That is pretty cool. Kristen and Duck and Sam and Zano and Lizana and Jaju and Christine, Joy Beef, Melton Moore, Gerardo, lovely yous. Today it's gonna be a busy, busy bee buzzing by, saying hi and lurking on the wall like a fly. Like a butterfly, maybe. Right? Like, even though I still would find you cute as a fly, I'll find you more cute as a butterfly. Yeah, you know, those like gentle little wing flappies. right? Like they're blinking at you. Mm, just on the wall, just nice. Jovan, I will put away my fly swatter, please do. Melting crew, hey Simon's here too. Bless you, bro. It's nice having you. Also, I can feel Sam typing up a storm. Like, what call? What call is there for that? You knew I was. I'm just pushing buttons, right? It's like having this little box of knowing what's happening in reality right now, and I can be like, I can illuminate this. Look at me pointing at this, and then suddenly feeling is generated somewhere in the world. With some power. I'm heating up. I'm cooking right now. Let me cook. Today's track goal is about considering this is about no, that is not okay. I mean, it's not devastated in the middle, but it is kind of cookie on the sides. I just cleaned my Dynavap today, bro. Come on. It smells not good. That's the problem. Usually it smells great. It smells so aromatic. Alright, like sharp and deep. Now it smells kind of like burnt hot dogs. Yeah, I know. It's not great. I'm gonna see if I can fix my problem. Shouldn't affect the taste at least. When I win the lottery, I will build my dream home into the one hill on my little acreage. The front part will be built above ground, but will look like a modest house, belying the enormous labyrinth rooms below ground, including a giant lap swimming pool with skylights for lots of natural sunlight. That does sound blessed. Maybe we won't even have to win the lottery. We just have to build the world we know we deserve. Right? Slowly but surely, Louisiana, thank you for being a big part of our world. And we'll make it happen. Yeats EUC through giant cave window. I have an extra spare giant cave window built into the bottom of the floor that just directly slides up. Being like, don't worry about it, Doug Dad. And then I have my little robots that picks up all of the glass shards. Chillax, bro. Don't you worry about it, dude. Gets on EUC again, destroys the window again. Third one slides up. Just because he's like angry at this point, breaks it again. Fourth one, loses mind, breaks a fifth one. Sixth one. What the hell, bro? I'm like, bro, I have 25 kids now, or whatever, you know. Like, I have these redundancies in place. I like how you friends are like taking issue with the 25 kids part. Relax. I'm just kind of joking. I'm totally kind of joking. It's a joke. I know. Totally. Right? I mean, I'm this part of me that's so far away from it is joking about it, but the part of me that wants to have many kids is not joking about it. All right. Doctor Who was awesome. I never really sat down and watched any of the series though. I always enjoyed it when I saw it. From what I remember, it was like low quality special effects. Yeah, like I don't wouldn't say low quality, rather low budget. Mm, right. So they made the most of what they had, with the budget they had, and they made a good show, like a really good, like high concept sci-fi show with that low budget, which is pretty cool to me. No, 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 no. At the time, there was like eight different sci-fi TV shows on TV. Yeah, sounds about right. A library, a small theater, a games room, a non-alcoholic bar. Nice. Sounds so full. Lois, it sounds like you need staff of acolytes to maintain the grounds. Where might I submit my resume as head housekeeper? I can definitely see Sam like slaying as like a maitre domus, right? Like a maitre domus housekeeper, like head housekeeper, making sure the machine runs smooth. Right? Did you see it too? I can totally. Sam right there, babe. A rabbit. I'm a really good watchdog. I just need a small box and food and water, and then I'll protect the lair with my life. General mindset now. Better now than it was at the start of the stream. I feel pretty laid back. I feel pretty cool. Feel pretty chill. Feel like there's nothing going awry, at least. I feel kind of bummed out that I burnt the previous weed, but I'm trying again. This time I'll succeed. Yeah, click. Yeah. That tastes exponentially better. I like how I used to smoke weed on the daily, and now I cannot abide by it. It's like, this weed is smoking instead of vaporizing. Stop doing that right now. A bed in the shade and access to food. I can pretty much live anywhere. I feel the same way, bro. I realized this about myself when I was jobless just before I went to China. I went to live with my friends in their commune. And that sounds like cult. It's more like a bunch of college students that pay for one big house with a bunch of rooms and a singular kitchen. And I slept on the couch for 3 months. It was bad. It was bad from a perspective of optics, right? That if I had to now watch myself in that state, or if I was a parent to myself, I would be worried. However, that was technically, in hindsight, one of the happiest times of my entire life. The freedom, the lack of care, the the time spent with my friends, right? The reckless abandon within the opportunity to spend time with my friends. And it was the same kind of vibes, right? Like it was a place to sleep, water to drink, and sometimes food to eat. Right. I remember losing a lot of weight during those 3 months. Like, I went down to 72 kilograms, which is about 20 pounds lighter than I am right now. And I remember Christian, like, concerned looking, putting his hand on my shoulder and going, Melt, you need to start feeding yourself. uh, but I was fine. I am fine. I'm still here after all, right? Didn't perish. And the China fractal, was such a interesting contrast to go from making no money, living on the couch of my college friends' commune, technically sometimes stealing rice those little rice discs and putting peanut butter on them. Right, like I remember that shit. Like waking up late at night with my stomach growling and everybody is sleeping. And I'm like sneaking peanut butter rice cake just to get some calories in it. And then I'm going to China, having my own place, having everything I thought I ever needed or wanted, making more money than I've ever made in my life, making so much money that I start buying stuff I don't need, and finding myself exponentially more unhappy, and realizing very much so during that whole process that my value system is very much not surrounded by, my value system very much surrounds the people I love. My friends, my family, my community. Whatever that means. I believe if we can communicate, if we can build together, you are a part of my community. And I didn't feel like I could build together with people in China. And that's technically my fault, just to be very clear, right? Because I was not Chinese speaking. If I was speaking fluent Chinese, I would have probably been able to make a great success, like long term, still paying dividends success in China with my time there. As you do if you network with people, but yeah, alas, I'm not a fluent Chinese speaker at 19, coming from South Africa. What a shame. Straight lines, right? That was not exactly a curve that I was ever supposed to, right? So it makes sense. Mel seems upbeat and chilling. Yeah, I feel pretty chill right now, at least. I think settling into the space definitely did help. I love being underground, and again, I'm a bunny rabbit. Does make sense. But I do love coming up for a sunshine too. Just have to wear fur in the winter. Yeah, exactly. Rabbit and fish. What now, please? Yeah. Mel seems blessed again. Ooh, Metrodon. We care about you, bro. Love. Thank you. Rice and peanut, what now? There was like these rice, I think they're called rice cakes, right? Discs of fluffed up dried rice compressed into discs that you can then put things on or just eat like that if you want to. And I would put peanut butter. You take peanuts and then you until they're butter or whatever. That's totally how it works, right? You and then it's butter. I can't believe it's not butter because it's not. It's peanuts. I feel like I'm delusional or like losing it right now, but I feel like I'm that like tipping point where I'm in my bed falling asleep and someone is talking to me while I'm already not here anymore. That's what I feel like a little bit right now. I think it might be the bud. I think the bud is definitely helping. I think the fact that I overheated that one and still did get some of it and then went for another definitely pushed me over the hill. Riverbanks and dried out creek beds are wonderful places to live in the dry season. Rains can definitely complicate the campsite. Yeah. Getting rained on while you're camping is among the things I enjoy the least in this human experience. It enrages me. It actually enrages, makes me unreasonably angry. I kinda accidentally became a squatter in my second semester of college. It wasn't great, but I survived. You'd be surprised where you can sleep when you don't have much of a choice. I stayed in a broken down hotel room under construction. I'm happy you survived, Jovan. I'm happy that you did that nonetheless. I'm happy that you had that space to find refuge in, even if it wasn't the safest place that you ever found yourself in. I'm happy that you where you are right now, right? I don't wanna be like too sherry, but I do know some things about Jovan. And at this point in Jovan's life, she's now a homeowner. Jovan is a homeowner, right? So going from squatting in her college years in a broken down hotel room to being a homeowner, just seeing that progression brings so much hope and inspiration to my heart. We love you, Jean. You go, girl. You go, wow! I say, bless again, Jovan. I actually chose to live that way. I wasn't destitute or a hobo. I was just traveling and opted out of hotels and comfy houses. I mean, I want to build myself an e-van, right? And then travel with that. Wouldn't exactly be homeless, but it wouldn't exactly be a home the same way we always thought about it. Yo, that is gritty. Urban hiking, abandoned building, makes great caves. That was the place where you still work. Walking rules. Good morning, dear loved ones. Hey, Hoopy. It's nice having you here, Maula. Let me switch to my own messages as well. I don't know why, but I want to either hit my Dynavap again or pull a card. And I think I should pull a card instead. Goodness. Lots of friends here right now. It's true. 14 people. Just see, like, imagine, do you know what it feels like to have 14 people in one room? It feels like a lot. I've noticed at least. And yet still I feel pretty comfortable with you friends here with me because technically it's just me and you kind of vibes, right? We're having this conversation. You are filling in the gaps in your neuronal space, your brain noodles, going down all of its curvatures and straight lines. Thank you for having all of the conversations in your mind with me that you do. Team curved lines, give us beats and start dancing. Simon, I don't get paid enough to be given any direct orders. I get paid enough to be gently persuaded, but no direct. Team curvy lines, I force myself to do stretching routine. Bless. An alternative, no strut breathing, because yoga makes me feel great and ready for whatever. Even though I don't particularly like the word forced, I am happy that you did force yourself to practice. It is a big help for me too. Right, I was sick the last week and my body were having a hard time kind of vibes. Like also because we just came from very aggressive dancing, and I do push my body when I dance. Ooh, this is the card we're gonna pull today. Uh, and the yoga helped. It was still very painful, and I had to force myself kind of vibes as well to show up for it. But at this point in my journey, I'm completely recovered again. Like I'm not hurting anymore, at least. I'm still feeling kind of weak, but I think that might be diet related as well. Mm-hmm. Uh, okay. Joe is re-indignized? Nah, I did work there at one point. My dad had connections, and they said they'd take care of me, and then forgot about me. Overbooked, and then rented out the room I was staying in, so they kicked me out. I didn't tell my dad. I just moved myself and my backpack into the next room that didn't have windows, and then I finished my semester. Stuff happened, but like you said, now I'm a house owner. Don't be discouraged, friends. We're powerful people. Manifesting even more love into your journey, right? Seeing these things that you've been through as invaluable perspective. That's the way I try to see this stuff I go through sometimes as well. When I, instead of weighing, instead of like, woe is me, I go, ah, look at me building character. So character, so build, so fun. This is the card that I wanted to pull. As soon as I saw it, it started speaking to me. I was like, goodness, what's this now? What's happening here now? What's this? What's happening here? Body like a rubber band is a body without pain. Orange. Yeah, I mean the drink is very orange. Hi, Brenda. It's Brenda here. Brenda from Hawaii. It's actually Brenda from Hawaii. I was like asking Brenda from Hawaii, and she literally told us it's Brenda from Hawaii. I know it's been forever since I said hello. Bless. I'm going through so much right now. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you for finding yourself here, friend. I don't know if this is what you need right now, but maybe this is exactly what you need right now. Take a moment to play, to have some fun, to celebrate, and to not be so serious. Have I been over serious? I've just been sore. Like there's this muscle group or nerve endings that connects all the way up here and into my skull. And if I cough, it hurts. And if I move in certain ways, it hurts. And I don't like hurting. And I am sick, so I cough more than I'm supposed to, and then I hurt more than I usually do. Right? The concentration of pain, and it makes me serious. It makes me very callous. It's a so I need to play it more. You know what? I haven't been playing. I started allowing myself that spirit of play, and then I was like, okay, enough now. You've had enough fun. No more play. Epic message, Brenda. Blessings. Love you again. And all that. So character, so build. Good. Good. That's like the maximum dissociated. Just like what's happening. So character. Yeah. So build. Looking good. Mimosas and clouds. Whose card is this? Mine, maybe. Maybe yours. You seem like you need a mimosa, Joe. No card number yet. None of these cards have numbers. That's like that one of the biggest problems. I finally got engaged at age 60, but my fiance had a stroke. So he needs prayers as well. Yeah, that's pretty serious. I'm celebrating you and your engagement though. Woo! That sounds super sick. I hope you dance. I hope you look forward to the moment you get to dance with your beloved as well. And then I'll read what this card means. Melt, I have the same fucking pain right now. It makes me so mad. It's making my left hand hurt too, I think. Yeah, sometimes. It's making my fingers feel slower or something. Alright. How about that? More synchronicities, Zano. Bless us. May this pain subside soon. Actually, the pain's already gone. Technically, I'm not feeling it right now. The pain's already gone. Next time I cough, I'll notice. There's no discomfort. And I'll be so grateful, I'll have a big smile on my face. And then I'll do like one of those ballerina where I'm on my toes and I don't know. I don't know where that one came. Card 72, yes, or page 72, at least. Play. Thank you, everyone. Mahalo means thank you. Love you, dear friend. Thank you for joining us. for embracing this space again. We are celebrating along with you your engagement. Neck to brain connector has some sore. Well, I've been sore lately too. Yours as well? More sync. Brenda, so flippin' sweet. Congrats on your engagement. Sending thoughts and healing prayers to you and your love. Yeah, my mind wants to like go down the rabbit hole of like, he went through a stroke. Give him excessive amounts of mushrooms. The types you can eat. The types you can eat. You know? And then I'm like, yeah, maybe he doesn't like mushroom smell. Maybe he doesn't like the texture, bro. Maybe he doesn't like the taste or the flavor. So making him a bunch of mushroom soup isn't gonna make him feel any better. So I'll celebrate. And I'll look forward to you letting us know that things have gotten better. Change. Things will change at the very least, that you can count on. One more. If the neck be sore, please listen. It is my experience that when the spirit is writing us about doing a thing and we refuse it, it manifests in stiffness of the neck. Are you being talked to about something right now? Uh-huh. I'm being talked about with the amount of weed I smoke. I don't smoke any weed technically. With the amount of weed I vaporize. Because I'm doing it a lot. And I'm starting pretty early. That's probably what I'm getting called out to not. Maybe I'll start vaping only on stream again. And I've said that a few times now. Wait for 420 before starting my vaping. That could help. That could help. But I don't want to. I don't want to. My inner child says wanting the freedom to be able to instantly gratify, right? Wanting the freedom to just be like, okay, guess I'm bored now, gonna vape some flower. But being able to be like, nah, and wait until 420 or wait until we're here for stream. Sober October is coming as well. I was thinking about, like, weirdly enough, Sam, like, I had this conversation with my highest self recently where it was like, bro, why are you starting first thing in the morning? It's not really first thing. It's like 40 minutes after I've woken up, right? But 40 minutes is still 40 minutes. That's still too early, bro. I should wait at the very least 2 hours. So all of my machinery can start chugging along the way they're supposed to. But no. No, I want to feel soft and uncritical now, my mind says. At least, when I notice this, especially during the whole White Rabbit experience, it does not impede me. Not even a little bit, right? Because we were vaping the exact same amount of weed during the whole preparation process of getting ready for the festival. Then we got to the festival, and all of our work that we've done preparing for that festival, we had to literally throw in the trash and do all of the work all over again. So we were up until 2 a.m. that morning doing all of the work again. And I did switch to like strawberry field and pineapple chunks, which is a little bit more clear sativa strains, and they did help me not feel kind of like stressed, but just, like non-critical of the fact that things need to happen, right? Because that, weirdly enough, is something we can be critical of, like, oh, can you believe this? And that gets in the way, and I don't need that right now. So the vape helped me in that capacity as well. And then during the weekend, doing my work, being able to change the stuff, vaping my bud also didn't impede that process. So if there was any fear in me that it was making me less than, I feel like those fears have been expelled for the most part, at least. But again, I think maybe that could be the thing my higher self is calling me out on. He loves mushrooms. Great, great. I mean, maybe that's the medicine you need to give him. And I'm not even joking, but lion's mane, seriously, reishi, 100%. Some turkey tail won't hurt. Some chaga, and then more as well. But those are the ones I can actually recommend, because they have a little bit less stakes involved. I would recommend all of them, but I would recommend all of them with an asterisk of like realize that there are personal challenges involved. Do realize this. These are important things to realize. Oh, okay, guys and gals, I have to run. Please take care, and I wish you all an amazing weekend. Love, love, love to you too, dear friend. I had 3 neck X-rays yesterday morning. My doctor is suspecting degenerative disc disease. I was thinking pinched nerve because my left arm goes numb and tingly and vibrating many times a day now. Maybe it's both. I'm happy that you're getting it checked out, and I'm sure that there are things that will be able to be done. My mind, weirdly enough, first thing goes to red light therapy to expose that to your neck and like down your nerves and like on your arm and your hands. But that's only because I've been exposing myself to that information recently. So I do take it with a certain level of like there is bias involved in that information. There's a documentary about Ram Dass after he had a stroke. It's an amazing perspective on the physical trauma and the ability to overcome the mental struggles that accompany the inability to perform. Yeah, he continued doing lectures even after having a stroke. That is wild to me. Ram Dass is an absolute inspiration. Like I listened to his lectures before and after his stroke as well, and they're just as beautiful. Lois, do you see a chiropractor at all? Is there a reputable one in your area that hasn't been caught fondling his patients? Or casually breaking necks? Make an appointment and see about your alignment. Also good advice. What do you think about acupuncture, Sam? I've never had acupuncture done, but I'm curious. I actually am curious about it. It's a great documentary for gaining a personal perspective on it. Bless. That particular kind of numbness can happen when a nerve in the spine column is pinched somewhere. A good chiropractor will be able to find that spot and manipulate you back in place. Bless. Drink water before your appointment. If you intend to go, your muscles tend to lock themselves around those points in the spine where problems occur, and they need the extra help. Stay strong, Sam. You got this. I think Sam is fine. Sam is just giving good advice. Sam, yeah, absolutely. Be well hydrated before ever every massage or chiropractic treatment. I never knew about the proper hydration thing, but now I do. Shell is here too. Bless you, friend. We already pulled a card. I'm kind of just like holding on to it, getting ready to read it. What do you think about acupuncture, Sam? Spiritually life changing. Get it? My dude has a little device he uses that shocks me, and I love that. Puts electrodes on this, the little pins they put on you. That's pretty wild. Okay. I mean, I wonder what it costs. Let's see. Acupuncture near me. Maybe I should say instead acupuncture in Hartbeespoort. In Hartford. No. Fang. He has 11 reviews. Or they have 11 reviews, I should say instead. Probably will be more grammatically correct. And they have a 4.9. So people haven't been like, you have paralyzed me, you monsters. They have yoga as well. You see. This is definitely some yoga pricing, you know. I'm saying that like I'm not a yoga teacher. Energetic rebalance, sound healing. Let's just click on the healing. No, I'm not seeing any acupuncture. Maybe no. Man, I think I got scammed. I don't think they do acupuncture. Holistic medicine practitioner in Hartbeespoort. I am specifically looking for acupuncture. I want people to put needles inside my body.
Do you want to intentionally get takeaways tonight?
Intentionally get takeaways tonight. What do you want?
Like fast food.
No, I get it. But like what fast food do you want?
Places there close. Lots to pick from. Decisions to be had.
You know?
It's a question. A question has answers, like you.
You know, I don't think it's a bad idea. But I also know that I've been feeling like very like kind of fucked up. like I don't know if it's food or if it's still like the after effects of the being sick. And I mentioned that it might be smoking too much weed.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe starting too early kind of vibes. So I don't know. Maybe. I just don't want to eat fast food and then it makes me feel even worse. So.
But you're not allowed to feel guilty.
It's not guilt. It's not guilt. It's more just like body load or like. I did take out some chicken already at least. I was gonna cook. This dude wants to go and do karaoke tonight. I did not say that I have a problem with it, so we are probably gonna do that. You know what I'm looking for, bro? I'm looking for people to do acupuncture. I wanna have them put some needles in my body, bro.
We have a few kitchen knives.
I don't think the kitchen knives are small enough. We can try. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll Google the guide.
I'm still tripping out about the fast food truck. Is that gonna happen? Today's stream topic is about play, or the card we pulled, actually, I should say, is about play. You wanna see what it looks like? I'll show you friends one more time. And then I have to read it, so maybe you can listen in as well.
Yeah.
Stop taking life so seriously. Stop telling me. I'll take life seriouser. I can feel the rest of the card. I want it to be red, and I'm like, now I'm serious. Now I'm not gonna read the rest.
Celebrate.
Your spirit.
We are winning, Malt.
We are.
We are winning.
We have won. Oh, look at us. Breathing air, not having to kill people.
And the mapping opportunities.
Yeah, I did mention, we got called today about a new... Well, we already knew that this was an opportunity, but the nodes are actually being opened up now to do the mapping for another festival. So it's exciting. Stop taking life so seriously. It's because I take life so seriously that
we are winning.
This is happening as well. No, it takes more serious. Your spirit needs to have some fun. Fine. The more you play, the more inspiration will follow. Take some time out to do something without being attached to the outcome.
What? Do we have to do things?
You are being called to rest and play. Yeah, rest and play. I'm gonna rest and play some games. Not having that. Oh, and learn to have some fun. Do something that makes you laugh. The best medicine around. Call up a friend that you can be silly with. Take your inner child on a date. The more you switch off your mind, the more room your spirit has to whisper and guide. When we do things without being attached to the outcome, ideas, clarity, guidance, and solutions have the space to drop in. The left and right hemispheres of the brain can begin talking to each other. More play. Make play a compulsory part of your day. Schedule it. Spend more time doing things just because you love to do them. Just because they bring you joy and light you up. If you follow what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. For when you are lit up, you are in your spirit. And wherein you are in your spirit,
Light workers.
you fall into the flow with life. How do you play? What do you have? What do you do to have fun? What lights you up? If you have been working hard lately, it is time to celebrate how far you have come. All that you've achieved. Don't rush on to the next thing. Take a moment to throw a party. Go on vacation. Or have some fun.
Go get
Or do
takeaways.
karaoke, here it says.
Get takeaways.
Get takeaways and karaoke.
It baffles me, right? Because what we need to do most as well is network, and you also love socializing with people. So it's like a no-brainer that all you have to do is just leave the property.
It's like the best part is that I know these things, right? Like, and the best part is that I even is the fact.
Until you see them,
Yeah, exactly.
or walk
Yeah.
past them, then you're like,
Oh, people! I need to talk to the people. But now the people are just you guys, and I can be like, these people know, and they know already. No. Acupuncture, yeah. Have you had a nerve massage? I focus on pressure points of intense vibration. I haven't had that either. That does sound nice though. It's a small needle that both emit electrical impulses. I suppose it's on the other settings. Maybe seem as torture. No, seems like cool to me. Nerve massage is highly effective. I had a girlfriend who was a physical therapist. She had all sorts of tricks and tips for making the body happy again. I'm sorry for that. I made it worse. My only blunder, working with subtle energy, is becoming fixated upon the unmanifested energy. Becoming too curious about how other people look like they are handling life. Yeah. There's a lot of room for assumption in fractals like that, isn't there? What's that about? Tonberry acupuncture, please no. My acupuncture, says Dion, went fabu. Felt great after, and with a better understanding of my system. No needles are going in to melt. Yeah, you are winners. I'm playing with makeup right now, and I have to go to work in 15 minutes. I've mixed up custom batch of hot pink eyeliner, lip liner, and I've just gone ham. Bless you. Show up there and like shock people. And they go for a second, and then they're like, oh. Louisiana wants to see plus karaoke and deep fried chicken. Weirdly enough, it's the deep fried chicken that's getting me as well. That's literally what I was thinking. Posted in general. That is true. Well done, Simon. You read my mind on that one, bro. Nice. Getting to see Louisiana. Yeah, you look good. It doesn't look like you overdid it, at least. Alright. When you mentioned you were having fun with makeup, my mind goes like to the extremes. Maximum extremes. Melty, sing your heart out. Just stay away from the junk food. Yeah. I have chicken I took out at least, so I'm probably gonna go and cook right now. I love you, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Giovanna let us know that she's going to be lurking and oh, but there it is. Still our goodbye message. Thank you, Jo. Have the most revitalizing day, everyone. Your for reals are so super sanctified. Macaristic. Macaristic? Melt more, and all of you oh so very blissfully blessed, fascinatingly ferocious, interestingly inquisitive, perfectly precious, dashingly divine, beautifully benevolent, awesomely authentic, wholesome humanimal creatures, taking, appreciating the value in the curves and straight lines. Melting my minds. Thank you for all of that, lovin's. I appreciate it, Joe. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. Goodbye for now. Cheers, everybody. Loves you.